Hi everyone, I just thought I'd do a quick simple video to help those of you who are trying to decide which first snake to get as a first. You always ask people, which is the best snake to get? You know, I want to get one, I've never had one before, what's a great beginner snake? And you always get two answers. You always get the ball python or the corn snake. No one ever says one. So I'm going to help you choose now between the ball python or the corn snake. Now the ball python comes in many colours, many different patterns, and so does the corn snake, so they're even. They're both very docile, they're both very easy to tame, and they're both very, very unlikely to bite. So they're even. As far as temperament goes, they're both great for beginner snakes. Strongbow's checking him out there, like, what's going on? That's not another corn snake. And Blaze is looking around, he's not bothered. Not bothered at all. Okay, back to helping you guys choose. I personally would choose the corn snake as a beginner snake. They're very, very hardy, and they will eat for you every time you offer them food. They will eat it. Whereas the ball pythons, they're very sensitive. You move their tank into a different room or the different side of the same room, they're going to get funny. They like things to stay the same. They're very, very finicky eaters. If it's slightly too hot or slightly too cold, they're going to refuse a meal. If it's a certain time of year, they're going to refuse a meal. When they don't eat, and ball pythons, they're notorious for fasting. He's gone about 4 months before, and I was worried sick, and he's not my first snake. So for a first snake, when they don't eat, it causes you so much heartache, so much worry, you just don't know what to do. You try every trick in the book, and the simple fact is they just don't want to eat. Whereas you're not going to have that trouble, you're not going to have that problem with a corn snake. If they're slightly too hot or slightly too cold, they're going to eat for you. If they've just been moved to a new house, new viv, they're still going to eat for you. It's very, 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 very hard to upset a corn snake. They're very hardy. The only difference is they're more active. They don't sit still in your hand, whereas a ball python will quite happily just curl up in a ball and sit still. And I think that's another reason why people say, ball pythons are a good first snake, because of the handling. They're very, very easy to handle. If they're scared, they'll roll up in a ball. If they're not, they're very, very slow moving. Whereas the corn snakes can be quite a bit faster. And this makes them slightly harder to hold, especially as babies. But the more you handle them, the slower they get, the more relaxed they are. And that's about it, really. So yeah, in my opinion, I'd go for the corn snake first and then the ball python second. With the corn snake, you don't have to worry about it not eating. Ball pythons are very sensitive to temperatures, and you know, they just get upset easily, whereas corn snakes don't. People will be having a fit now, you shouldn't have them two together, they're different species. Well, they don't live together, so for the purpose of the video, they're supervised and they're fine. Strongbow's looking like, is that dinner? No, I'm only joking. He is curious though. But yeah, it's people that have the problem, not the snakes. The snakes are fine. They're not about to attack each other. I wouldn't suggest doing this if one of the snakes was a corn snake. If one of the snakes was a king snake, because I believe king snakes eat snakes. I'm not sure. I don't have a king snake. I've never had a king snake. I wouldn't like a snake that eats other snakes. So yeah, I probably wouldn't advise having a king snake and another snake out, or two king snakes out together, because they probably will try and eat each other. But this is alright. If anyone has any questions, you know, I'll be happy to answer them. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Both are really easy to look after, really. But in my opinion, if you have to choose just one, go for the corn snake. And then you can get your ball python next. Alright guys, thanks for watching.